Hi everybody. As you know, I look after my nan that has mixed dementia. I raise awareness, campaign, and you know, you have someone with dementia. You have good days with them and bad days, and so I'm raising awareness of dementia. It's not all sugar. I'm not going to sort of sugarcoat it. Because I've had lovely moments with my nan. We've watched films, we've had a laugh, we've had a giggle. She spoke about her stories. We've had good times together. But I have to raise awareness also of the bad times, because it's not, I can't sugarcoat it. It's not easy. There's so many challenges and barriers along the way as the person's dementia progresses. Obviously, I do a lot in the community, and I'm just trying to campaign and have my own sort of life as well, which is difficult. As you know, if you're a carer, whether that's someone with dementia or not, you always put yourself last, and you always put the person first above yourself. So if you're unwell or something, you'll put your loved one first before your own health. It's a common thing with most carers out there, but just specifically on dementia, because my nan has dementia. Obviously, it's difficult. It's mentally challenging at times. Sorry, I'm getting cramp in my hand. It's mentally challenging at times, and it's not a bed of roses. But yeah, I'll keep campaigning. I'll keep raising awareness when I can in my own time. I just feel at the moment, I feel like as I do a lot in the community and stuff like that, I just feel like I haven't got much of my own sort of social life no more. But in the end of the day, my nan is my top priority. I've had to put some things on the back burner, on hold, until maybe now or in the future. I don't know. I'm just going to play ball by ear and see what happens. My nan is my number one priority. Obviously, I've requested an MDT. An MDT means a multidisciplinary, I can't see it, a multidisciplinary meeting where all professionals sit discussing my nan's issues and stuff like that moving forward, whether anything comes of it or not. Whether my nan needs more carers coming in. They've requested an OT and various other different things. It's too complicated to explain without looking at my notes. There's so much going on at the moment. My nan is back home. She's safe and well for the time being, but anything could happen with her dementia. She could have another fall. Anything could happen, God knows. But I just have to play ball by here and just hope for the best. But eventually she probably will have another fall. But if you're a carer out there, you are not alone. There is Dementia UK. They're amazing. There's support services out there available. As I say, because I do a lot in the community yet again, all these systems that are meant to be in place, and I'm quite opinionated and I won't hold back. These services that are in place, yes, they're amazing. They're brilliant. I'm not knocking them. But when it comes to like social workers, multidisciplinary team meeting, hospitals, GPs, you name it and stuff like that, we all know it's not so straightforward. The care system obviously is a mess at the moment, as we know. It's been on the news, it's been on the media. I'm not going to make it political, but we all know the issues. So when people say they're going to do something, they might do it, but then you as a carer have to chase it up going, A, Y and Z, what's happening? Okay, we haven't had that information yet. We'll get back to you in a couple of days or next week. Then you have to further chase it up again and yada, 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 etc., etc., etc. So it's difficult for us carers because, oh God, I've got cramp in my hand, sorry. Since I've been looking after my nan, I'm not an expert. I don't know everything. Who does? Who knows everything? We don't. But since I've been looking after my nan, probably just over 5 years now, I've learned an incredible amount of information. The stuff I've learned, too many to mention, is unbelievable. The things I've learned, and as my nan's dementia will decline and get worse over time, I will learn a lot more along the way. Every day is a learning day, if that's not just dementia, everything. But the things I've learned is unbelievable. My nan is my world. She's my everything. and I will keep fighting. Obviously, I said in one of my videos, I don't normally do videos about me because I want to make it about my nan, about sharing obviously the nice times that we have and to talk about her stories. But people need to know from me as a carer, sharing obviously my lived experience is different to thousands of other people out there. I am sharing you my personal journey and my nan as her dementia progresses further down the line from now till whenever. I am sharing my lived experience and my nan's journey as well as mine, because I'm going through it as well as nan. Nan's going through the dementia, so we're both going through this journey together. You know, it's not a bed of roses. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not here to scare people, but I have to be factual. It's not easy. If you are a carer out there and you're looking after someone with dementia, I urge you to get as much support if you can as possible. Keep being a pain in the bum. Keep chipping away and doing what you can for your loved one. But also it's difficult. And I know, a hands up, sometimes I don't take time for myself, for my own mental health and well-being. My nan only has me. And obviously, I have to look after my own mental health and well-being, which is difficult. And I'll hold my hands up. A lot of the time I don't. I'll always put my nan first, which is good. But if my mental health and my health and well-being, if I'm no good to me, I'm no good to my nan. But I know there's going to people be watching this video back, be going, well, actually, I can relate to that. I'm going through similar or maybe the same. But you're not alone out there. Dementia UK, as I said in my last video, I wish I knew about Dementia UK, obviously 4 years ago. But obviously, I know they're available. You can speak to them on the phone. Even if your loved one hasn't got a diagnosis of dementia, you can still speak to Dementia UK. But if your loved one hasn't got a diagnosis of dementia, then I suggest you call your loved one's GP on their behalf. If you've got permission, by the way, you need permission off your loved one. And obviously it comes down to mental capacity. And like I said, I can only share my lived experience. I'm not an expert. I'm just sharing you my lived experience. So I don't want people getting confused and giving any misinformation. But yeah, from my nan's, obviously my nan obviously gave me permission. Because obviously, first, I think it was before my nan was diagnosed with dementia, I'd ring up the GP surgery. Sorry, I can't get my words out. And they'd say, well, we can't speak to your nan without, without her consent first. So obviously they went to speak to my nan and my nan's given me permission. So that's my lived experience. Your lived experience might be different to mine. But obviously my nan had mental capacity as well. But I urge you, if your loved one gives you permission, great. If not, it might be totally different to my lived experience, because we all got different experiences. But Dementia UK, you can ring them on the phone, you can talk to them as long as you want. They are absolute amazing. They are brilliant. They're so understanding and they'll listen to you. But if your loved one has got a diagnosis of dementia, which, for other people watching this video, great. I suggest you ring Dementia UK. They'll give you some information. They'll ask you to contact your loved one's, obviously, GP practice, but they must have a diagnosis of dementia. And then a referral will be done and you'll be assigned an Admiral nurse that will help you in your supporting caring role. They are specialised in dementia, and I urge everyone this information. I'm just raising awareness and telling people. But thank you everyone for listening to my video, and I'll update you in due course. Thanks for listening, everyone.